People, the wonderful glory that is Venezuela. So currently there is a dispute over who is president. Quite obviously, Maduro has all the power because he was president since 2013, and this Juan Guaido is saying he is president because the presidential election last year is null and void. So I'm not going to say who's president, who isn't president. They can work it out for themselves. But it's quite interesting who is actually backing them. So, if we go to the actual article. So here's the article. Venezuelan presidential crisis. And if we go down here. So basically this is not about the left and right politics. It's about power structures and power organizations. So generally there really in the past there's been a right supporting right wing parties and left supporting left wing parties, but not in this case. So here we have the people that are supporting Maduro's presidency. So Maduro's left wing. So the countries that would actually support him that are left wing are China, Cuba, Laos, North Korea, and I would say that's about it. And all the other countries are either centre or right wing. Like you got Russia. Russia is clearly a right wing government. It is nothing really left wing about Russia. So you got a right wing government supporting a left wing government in Venezuela. Also you got Turkey. Turkey is also a right wing religious government under Erdogan. And they're supporting a left wing government in Venezuela. Same as Syria. Cambodia is pretty much right wing under Hun Sen, although they did have a left wing background, but they've actually gotten rid of that. So the power play is actually quite interesting here. And if we go down to who is actually supporting Guaido, we have the same thing here. So the current government in Canada is left wing or centre left, and they're actually opposed to a left wing government in Venezuela. And then we have Brazil. Current president is right wing, and also that's pretty normal. He opposed to the left wing, but Canada a right wing government. And then you have most of these other governments are actually centre. You got Morocco. Morocco is a pretty much a right, probably centrist government. I didn't look it up. Israel. Israel is definitely right-wing government, and they're opposed to Maduro. Ecuador. Ecuador is a left-wing government. So why are they opposing Maduro? They should be supporting Venezuela in the conspiracy of the colonialist United States government, and in their policies of suppression and subjugation of other countries. But then you got Chile. Chile is probably more centrist. Australia. Australia is governed by the Liberal Party, which is a right-wing government, so it's normal. Then you got Argentina. They lean more towards the left, so it's a bit strange how you have these right-wing governments supporting a left-wing government against another right-wing government. So this is basically a ploy between China, Russia, and the United States. So they're the main players here. Then you have Venezuela is just the battleground. So you have two right-wing governments, the United States and Russia, that are against each other. And they always have been. And that's not about politics. That's mainly about glory themselves. They think that they're it in a bit. Then you have China. They also think they're it in a bit, but they're a left-wing government. And they're actually cozying up to the right-wing Russians. But are pretty much having this problem with the centre-left United States government. But when they had a centre-right United States government, should I say? But when they had a centre-left government of Obama, they had no problem. And also the previous right-wing governments, they also had no problem. So this is a lot more complicated than what people think. And I hope you do understand that now. Is that there is no such thing as left and right anymore. Everything on the left and right is basically part of the same organisation. This is just a power play. Once one gets into power, they try and let their friends get everything. Then when the other people get into power, they let their friends also get everything. And both sides have this normal agreement in mutual agreement that they would let themselves do this. And that's why Greece is actually in so much trouble, because it's been doing this and selling assets off to their own friends and all that shit. And, well, Greece is in a mess. And we're seeing this happen in the United States. It's happening in Russia. Every other country around the world. So I hope this scares you a lot, because it's been going on for thousands of years. And, well, I just need to update and make another video. Have an awesome time, people. Don't trust any governments, because they do not have your best interest at heart.